My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I've touched on a lot of things this week. How bad it's been, how good it's been, and mostly it's been bad, but I keep it honest with you guys. I don't lie. I might give you 100% of the truth, or I'll give you 99.5. It just depends on who you are and what I know you can take. Alright? So, I want to talk about my dad, because the days are getting closer to March. My dad passed away towards the tail end of March. And I don't know who else I was talking with about or whatever the hell I was watching. And, I've learned the hard way how short life is. Because I seem to be losing everybody that's, like, really, really important. Thank God my mom's still here. But, I want to tell people, you know, you need to tell people how you feel. You know, unless, like, legal consequences are behind it, you need to tell people how you feel. And, my dad and I, you know, we were like the fucking, we were like the X-Men. There wasn't much that I didn't share with my dad. I always told him my true feelings, never held back on him. I still have his voicemails on my thing, you know, and they're not gonna be on here much longer, but you know, I really, really, really loved my dad. I still love my dad. And the thing the thing about my dad is that, you know,
Please enter your password. Then
I miss him terribly.
Your extended absence greeting is
And
on. To turn it off, press 6 now.
His
You have
his
13
voice
saved voice
comforts me.
messages. To listen to your
Yeah.
messages, press 1. To send a
So,
message, press 2.
There aren't
To
many
stage your
days
personal
where I don't
options,
feel like
press
I
4.
want to call
To
him.
disconnect, press
And
star.
I grab this phone. And the first thing I do when I grab this phone, I look down and I see that damn box.
To listen to your messages, press 1.
And I don't get to hear him.
First
I don't get to
saved
say
voice
him anymore.
message.
No.
Hello, JB. I just don't like that thing you got there, but give me a call if you can. Love you, Dad. Bye.
I never used to say goodbye to my dad,
End of message.
which is what started
To return a
the,
call, press 88.
Love You
To
Later
erase
Down
this
thing.
message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. To save it, press 9. This message will be saved for 21 days.
And like most fathers and
Next
sons,
message.
we bumped heads.
Hey, baby, I just called to say I love you.
End of message. To return a call, press. This message will be saved for 21 days. Next message.
Here it is.
Hey, hold on, give a damn.
That's my big
It's in
sis.
the restaurant or driving. If you pick up this message while you're still in the store, I would love it if you bring me back a small bag of Ruffles. It can be just regular Ruffles. It can be Ruffles with sour cream and cheese. I don't care. Just call me back to get this message. If you bring me a small bag back, I'll give you $1.
This message will be saved for 21 days.
You've had issues.
Next message.
This is my dad mad
Hey,
at me.
baby. Didn't mean to make you mad, but I'm sorry. But there's just some ways you got to talk to me, you know. I love you, but I mean, I know you're doing what you got to do. I'm not angry at you. Still love you, bye.
This message will.
And I don't know what caused that, to be honest. And I wasn't mad at him. It's just something that he said came out wrong. And he wasn't mad at me because I naturally reflected I came out wrong too. My dad was never ever scared to say he was sorry. Ever. He was never ever scared to ask for help, and he was never ever scared to say he was sorry. And I've based myself trying to be the same way. I'm not ashamed to ask for help. I'm short. I can't always reach things. I find ways though when there's no one to help me. And sometimes, I just say fuck it. Because sometimes you kind of have to say fuck it. And with my dad is one of the reasons why I would never, ever, ever, ever give up on anything that I truly want. Unless there's a medical reason. So tonight, when I was auditioning, I'm sitting down again, in case you guys haven't noticed. I had to mention to the guy, the only thing that could really keep me from doing anything is like the time period. You know, I can't stand or sit too long because I started having pain and pulses and shit. And that shit's not cool. It's not fun. And I'm not gonna take pain pills because the pain pills that I had, when they put you to sleep, they put you to sleep. The ones before that gave me real extremely lucid dreams. No, there was no sex involved. Well, there kind of was sex involved, but I wasn't getting any. I was just killing everything that moved. If it was a boob, it got shot. So I don't do drugs for a reason. You know, I'm gonna make another video about fears after this, and then that's gonna be it for tonight. So I want to tell you guys, no matter what happens with you and your parents, at the end of the day, unless your parent like abused you as a child and like give you scars for life, like that scar on my ass that I showed you, you know, still your parents. But in that instant where they abuse you or they treat you like dog shit, fuck that Bible honor thy parent crap. No, fuck that shit. But when you are a parent, be better than the parent that had you. No, strive to be better. And my dad, I wanted to give him a grandchild so bad, and I just couldn't find the right woman. And now that's really not gonna happen because even if I give him a grandchild, he's not here. What am I gonna do? Give the kid the box? Here's your granddad. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, that's gonna work out real well. Hey, I played with granddad. You gotta suck him up in the vacuum. You did what? Yeah. You see where I'm going with that one. So, you know, I probably did another video about my dad somewhere on here. And if you find it, it's hard for me to talk about my dad without busting into tears, which is why I'm going to end this before that happens. My dad made sure that I was never really afraid to be me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Jimmy, I know your issues that you got with your girl and all this other bullshit. Don't give up. And don't be afraid to be you. Don't let too many things ruin you in life. And unfortunately for me, I kind of went down the wrong side of that path. I got beat with that I'm going to be ruined for the rest of my life stick. And I have been. I'm really cautious with these chicks that I'm talking with online because I don't really know what they want. And being catfished a couple of weeks ago, that didn't help me at all. So if you're checking out my profiles on Badu, Voodoo, whatever the fuck that shit's called, and no, I haven't opened up my Asian Avenue yet, but it's coming. And if you're having issues, like I'm having issues, I'm a cautious man for a reason. I don't want my heart ripped out again. Especially when I love a girl, I love her mind, body, and soul. And for her mind, body, and soul. So I don't want to be like completely destroyed by that. So, in closing, for my dad, because next month will be the 1-year anniversary of his death, I want to tell you guys the last conversation we had. Because the last conversation we had, believe it or not, was about Snoop Dogg. And Snoop Dogg had a concert here the night before he died in my car. Sorry, got a text. And the thing with that is that I didn't even know my dad knew who the fuck Snoop Dogg was. Because he's old. Yeah, I was like, he doesn't listen to that kind of shit. Clearly shows what I knew. But, and I'm thinking to myself, it's hard to talk in text. And, I'm thinking to myself, my dad knows who Snoop Dogg is. He knows more about rap music than I do. And that kind of floored me. It literally floored me that the night before he died, we spoke of Snoop Dogg. So for those who haven't seen it, I'm going to show you this because I love my dad. So. That's my dad. And I'm going to show you the saddest moment in my life. And by no means necessary is it a laughing matter? You know, I have pictures of his funeral, and I have pictures of my ride. So, you know, brace yourselves because it's kind of rough. That was my car, and that my father passed in. You know, if I can get this thing to... Come on, you piece of Dismo crap. Well, there's a worse view. And I'm not going to show you his funeral pictures or any of that stuff. But, you know, he sold his van so that my white car get fixed. And I mean, it's a sad thing, and there's nothing I can do about it. But if I had a time machine, I would rather him be here and me not have anything. Not the computer, not the shed. I'd rather continue to struggle and have him pick me up every weekend than to not have him at all. You know. So in closing, I just want you guys to think about your parents. I want you to think about every argument and how trivial it truly is, or how minute it is, and remember to tell them that you love them before you go to sleep. No. And if you don't have a problem saying goodbye, make sure you say goodbye. I didn't tell my dad goodbye because that weekend we were supposed to film our commercial that we had been planning on filming. And then we were gonna put it on this channel, and unfortunately he passed. And that's gonna bring you up to speed because if I go back down that road, it's gonna make me start crying. And the worst part about that is that the day after we talked, and it took like forever for the hospital to just give me the information that I needed, you know, and that really fucking sucked a lot. And, you know, either one way or another, I was coming. No, the Army has prepared me for damn near everything, but nothing really can prepare you for looking at your father or your mother on the slab. And so I hope that none of you ever really have to deal with this way. And no matter what anybody tells you, the older you are, the easier it is to deal with it. That is bullshit. Depending on how much you guys got along. If you and your parent got along with me and my dad got along, it never stops hurting. The pain doesn't go away. And they tell me it's going to get better. They always tell me it's going to get better. I don't see how, but, you know, still waiting for it to get better. So my name is James Williams Jr. Before I cry, let me close out right now and make my other video. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Even if it's only 6 of you, I really do appreciate it. Thank you.